Welcome to our journey around the world to discover the places where the sun never sets. We venture to the very extremes of our planet, to lands where, for a remarkable period each year, the familiar cycle of day and night is wonderfully suspended. Here, the sun, that life-giving star, performs an extraordinary celestial ballet, refusing to dip below the horizon, instead tracing a luminous path across the sky, even at the stroke of midnight. This is a spectacle that has captivated human imagination for millennia, a testament to the intricate mechanics of our solar system and the diverse ways life adapts to its rhythms. These unique locations experience continuous daylight for extended periods, a phenomenon known as the midnight sun. It is a direct consequence of our Earth's axial tilt, that crucial 23.5-degree slant that governs our seasons. During the summer months in the polar regions, either the North or South Pole is angled more directly towards the sun. This orientation means that for those observers situated within the Arctic or Antarctic circles, the sun can remain visible for 24 hours a day, sometimes for many weeks or even months on end. It transforms landscapes into ethereal scenes, where time itself seems to stretch and bend. Imagine a world where darkness holds no sway for a season, where the golden hues of a perpetual sunset merge seamlessly into the bright light of a new day without the intervening cloak of night. This is the reality for communities and wildlife in these extraordinary parts of our globe. Join us as we explore these sun-drenched destinations, uncovering the science behind this marvel, the breathtaking beauty it unveils, and the ways in which life, in all its resilience, has adapted to an existence under a sun that never truly says goodnight. Our adventure into the lands of eternal daylight begins now. The midnight sun, that captivating spectacle of unending daylight, is not a magical illusion, but rather a beautiful consequence of celestial mechanics, deeply rooted in the way our planet moves through space. At the heart of this phenomenon lies the Earth's axial tilt. Our planet does not spin upright as it orbits the sun. Instead, its axis, an imaginary line running through the North and South Poles, is tilted at an angle of approximately 23.5 degrees relative to its orbital plane. It is this very tilt that gives us our seasons, dictating the varying amounts of sunlight different parts of the globe receive throughout the year. Without this tilt, life on Earth as we know it would be unrecognizably different, and the wonder of the midnight sun would simply not exist. During the summer solstice in the Northern Hemisphere, around June 21st, the North Pole is tilted most directly towards the sun. Conversely, during the Southern Hemisphere's summer solstice, around December 21st, it is the South Pole that enjoys this privileged position. This sustained solar exposure means that for regions located within the Arctic Circle in the north or the Antarctic Circle in the south, the sun can remain continuously visible above the horizon. The closer one ventures towards the poles, the longer this period of perpetual daylight lasts. At the poles themselves, the sun can shine uninterrupted for a full 6 months, a truly remarkable thought, transforming these icy realms into landscapes of constant, albeit often cold, illumination. The geographical boundaries for experiencing the midnight sun are quite precisely defined by the Arctic Circle, at roughly 66.5 degrees north latitude, and the Antarctic Circle, at roughly 66.5 degrees south latitude. Just outside these circles, the sun will dip below the horizon, even if only for a very short period. But within them, the duration of the midnight sun increases progressively as one moves poleward. For instance, at the edge of the Arctic Circle, one might experience the midnight sun for just a single day around the summer solstice. However, journey further north, and this period extends dramatically, offering weeks and then months of unbroken daylight, a surreal and often profoundly moving experience for those who witness it. Our first destination takes us far north, to the remote and breathtaking archipelago of Svalbard, Norway. Situated deep within the Arctic Circle, roughly midway between mainland Norway and the North Pole itself, Svalbard is a land of stark, dramatic beauty. Towering snow-capped mountains rise majestically from icy fjords. Vast glaciers carve their slow, inexorable paths to the sea, and the tundra stretches out, a seemingly barren yet surprisingly vibrant expanse. Here, the grip of winter is long and profound, but when summer arrives, it brings with it an extraordinary transformation, ushered in by the unwavering presence of the midnight sun, which bathes this wild landscape in continuous light from late April to late August. Imagine standing on a Svalbard hillside, the hour well past midnight, yet the sun hangs in the sky, casting a golden ethereal glow across the glaciers and the still waters of the fjord. This is the reality for nearly 4 months each year. The sun does not set, it merely circles, sometimes partially obscured by low-lying clouds or fog, but always present. A constant source of daylight that redefines the rhythms of life. This perpetual illumination allows for uninterrupted exploration and observation, revealing the subtle colors and textures of the Arctic landscape in a way that fleeting daylight hours simply cannot. It is a photographer's dream, a naturalist's paradise, and a profound experience for any visitor. And life here, in this seemingly inhospitable environment, has adapted in remarkable ways to these extreme conditions, including the endless summer days. The iconic polar bear, lord of the Arctic, roams the pack ice, its hunt for seals unhindered by darkness. Svalbard reindeer, a unique and hardy subspecies, graze tirelessly on the sparse vegetation, making the most of the short growing season. The elusive Arctic fox, a master of camouflage, diligently hunts for lemmings and seabirds, its activities no longer confined by the cover of night. Even the flora, the tiny, resilient Arctic flowers, burst forth in a riot of color, racing to bloom and set seed in the brief window of warmth and constant light. We journey now across the Arctic Ocean, in spirit at least, to the northernmost settlement in the United States, Utqiagvik, more widely known as Barrow, Alaska. This resilient community, perched on the shores of the Chukchi and Beaufort Seas, holds a unique position not only geographically but also culturally, being one of the oldest Inupiat settlements. For the Inupiat people who have inhabited this region for thousands of years, the rhythms of the Arctic, including the dramatic shifts in daylight, are deeply woven into their traditions, their knowledge of the land and sea, and their very way of life. Their connection to this environment is profound and enduring. In Barrow, the sun typically sets for the last time in mid-May and does not dip below the horizon again until early August, blessing the town with approximately 80 days of continuous daylight. This extended period of summer sun transforms the landscape and the lives of its inhabitants. The sea ice, which locks the coast in its grip for much of the year, begins to break up, opening pathways for marine mammals and allowing for traditional whaling and fishing activities, which are central to Inupiat culture and subsistence. Children play outdoors late into what would elsewhere be considered the dead of night, their laughter echoing under a sun that refuses to yield. Beyond its cultural significance, Barrow is also a crucial hub for Arctic research. Scientists from around the world are drawn here to study the delicate Arctic ecosystem, the impacts of climate change, and the unique atmospheric conditions. The continuous daylight of summer provides an invaluable window for fieldwork, allowing for extended periods of observation and data collection that would be impossible in regions with a conventional day-night cycle. From studying permafrost thaw to monitoring wildlife populations and atmospheric chemistry, the midnight sun facilitates a deeper understanding of this critical and rapidly changing part of our planet, making Barrow a beacon of both ancient wisdom and modern scientific inquiry. Returning to Norway, we find ourselves in Tromsø, a vibrant and surprisingly cosmopolitan city, nestled amongst islands and fjords, some 350 kilometers north of the Arctic Circle. Unlike the more remote outposts we've visited, Tromsø is a bustling urban centre, often referred to as the gateway to the Arctic or the Paris of the North. It boasts a lively cultural scene, a renowned university, and an indomitable spirit that embraces its northerly latitude. Here, the experience of the midnight sun, which graces the city from late May to late July, is woven into the fabric of daily life, creating a unique blend of urban energy and Arctic wonder. For the residents of Tromsø and the many visitors it attracts, the period of the midnight sun is a time of celebration and activity. The extended daylight hours seem to inject an extra dose of energy into the city, Cafes and restaurants spill out onto the streets, people stroll along the harbor late into the evening, and the surrounding mountains beckon hikers and climbers at all hours. Special events and festivals often mark this luminous period, taking full advantage of the fact that darkness will not curtail the festivities. Imagine attending an outdoor concert or enjoying a mountain hike, with breathtaking views all under the soft, golden light of a sun that hovers patiently above the horizon, even as your watch tells you it's well past your usual bedtime. However, living under a sun that never sets does present its own unique challenges and adjustments. The human body's internal clock, or circadian rhythm, is naturally attuned to the cycle of light and dark. Continuous daylight can disrupt sleep patterns, leading to what some describe as a perpetual state of mild jet lag. Many locals develop strategies to cope, such as using blackout curtains to create artificial darkness for sleeping, or simply embracing the extended day and adjusting their schedules accordingly. Yet, for many, the sheer beauty and the unique atmosphere created by the midnight sun far outweigh any inconveniences, offering a magical summer period unlike any other on Earth. Our final exploration into the lands of eternal daylight takes us to Kiruna, Sweden's northernmost town, nestled deep within Swedish Lapland. Known primarily for its vast iron ore mine, one of the largest underground mines in the world, Kiruna is a town with a unique character, shaped by both its industrial heritage and its stunning natural surroundings. It is a place of rugged beauty, where vast forests, pristine rivers and majestic mountains, including Sweden's highest peak, Kebnekaise, create a dramatic backdrop. And from late May to mid-July, this entire landscape is bathed in the continuous ethereal glow of the midnight sun. The presence of the midnight sun transforms the already impressive scenery around Kiruna into something truly magical. The endless daylight allows for unparalleled opportunities to explore the wilderness. Imagine hiking through Abisko National Park, renowned for its blue hole, a patch of sky that often remains clear even when surrounding areas are clouded, with the sun still high in the sky at 2 a.m., illuminating the vibrant greens of the birch forest and the deep blues of Tornetrask Lake. The quality of light during these nighttime hours is often soft and diffused, casting long shadows and highlighting the textures of the landscape in a way that daytime sun higher in the sky cannot replicate. For visitors and locals alike, the midnight sun in Kiruna opens up a world of unique activities. Fishing in the numerous lakes and rivers can continue around the clock. Photographers have endless golden hours to capture the perfect shot, and wildlife watching becomes a 24-hour pursuit. Even the world-famous ice hotel, typically a winter attraction, has a summer presence, offering a different kind of cool escape under the warm glow of the never-setting sun. Kiruna, therefore, offers a compelling blend of industrial might and natural splendor, all illuminated for weeks on end by the extraordinary phenomenon that turns night into an extension of a very, very long day. Our voyage through the lands where the sun never sets has revealed landscapes of incredible beauty and resilience governed by the extraordinary dance of our planet and its star. From the icy wilderness of Svalbard to the vibrant Arctic cities of Tromsø and Kiruna and the ancient lands of Barrow, we have witnessed how the midnight sun transforms environments and shapes the lives of those who call these remarkable places home. It is a powerful reminder of the Earth's intricate astronomical ballet and the diverse ways in which life adapts to even the most extreme conditions. These destinations, bathed in continuous summer daylight, offer a unique perspective on time and nature. The absence of night for weeks or even months challenges our usual rhythms and perceptions, inviting us to see the world, quite literally, in a different light. The science is fascinating, but the experience itself, to stand under a sky that remains bright at midnight, is something that touches one on a deeper, more elemental level. It speaks of the vastness of our universe and the peculiar, wonderful conditions that make life on our planet so varied and so special. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey. We hope it has illuminated not only the phenomenon of the midnight sun, but also the spirit of adventure and discovery that draws us to these extraordinary corners of our world. The Earth is full of such wonders, each with its own story to tell. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating insights into our incredible world. Until our next adventure, keep exploring, keep wondering, and keep appreciating the magnificent planet we all share.